Hi guys, I am Megan from Flourish Every Day. I am a certified pediatric sleep consultant, and I am here today to talk to you about sleeping through the night, and this is our newborn edition. I'm gonna come at you with 3 tips to get you started on sleep success for your little ones, so stay tuned. I can't wait to share them with you. Hi, so tip number 1. This is gonna sound kind of weird while I'm saying I'm going to give you tips for sleep success, but for the first 2 weeks of your newborn's life, I want you to let it go. Your child is not a bad sleeper. They're going to be up all night. They have to eat. They have needs that they need to be taken care of when they're this age. Don't get angry at them. Don't, talk bad about them. They are doing exactly what their body is telling them to wake up and to take nutrients so that they can grow and develop at the rapid speed that they are growing. So, for the first 2 weeks, just recover, rest as much as you can. Get to know your baby, get to know their little noises, their hunger cues. You're going to be figuring out breastfeeding or bottle feeding, whichever one you choose. Just get to know them and enjoy these moments. It's going to be a blur and go by so fast. Just survive these first 2 weeks. Don't worry about the sleep. Babies are not born with bad habits, so you don't have to worry about that. That comes later on from us, not from the babies. So they have no bad habits to break. They're really just learning and absorbing everything that is in this new world for them as well as for you. So just enjoy these first 2 weeks and survive, and then we're gonna get to the sleep. See you in number 2. Hey guys, so back for tip number 2. So you made it through the first 2 weeks, amazing. Now you're gonna start implementing a routine. And you're probably saying they're a little bit young, and this is gonna be a flexible routine. You're not gonna always be looking at the clock. You're just gonna have, an idea in your mind of where you're at in your routine. So the routine is gonna be feed, wake time activity, sleep. And you're gonna do this pattern every single 2.5 to 3 hours, depending on your baby's cues. Now, for a newborn, they're still really little. So, eating in itself is their activity. They can only stay awake for about a half an hour to 45 minutes. And if the feed is a half an hour, they're probably going to go directly to sleep, and that is okay. The point of this routine is to, number 1, give you clarity on where you're at. Say your baby starts fussing an hour after they just ate, or even a half an hour after they just ate. You look at your schedule and you're like, oh, they just ate. Maybe this is fatigue. I'm going to try putting them down for a nap first. I'm going to try to help them sleep first. And then if that doesn't work, maybe they are hungry. This is going to give you a reference so your child doesn't become a snacker. You're not nursing constantly or feeding them a bottle. This is going to save your sanity and also really help your child. Because if you're giving into the wrong cues and always feeding them when they cry, when they're actually tired, your child is going to become very fatigued and very fussy. And in turn, it's going to help them have a harder time to go to sleep. So this routine is really, really important. It's not to be rigid. It's just to give you an idea of where you're at. And as they get older, they're going to stick with this routine. And when you go feed to wake instead of feed to sleep, they're going to know that feeding is not associated with sleep. It's not a prop. They're going to learn how to independently sleep on their own. Okay, let's go on to sleep tip number 3. All right, so last but not least, a big thing that you need to focus on within this flexible routine is the bedtime. So the bedtime, you need to choose a bedtime, even if you know they're going to be up 3 to 4 hours later to have a feed at 10 or 11. An earlier bedtime is better, and this is going to start to establish their bedtime routine. You want to do a couple things, they're little, read a very short book, sing a really short song, but the room should be dark. It should be quiet and calm. You can do a noise machine if you want. You want them to be able to distinguish night from day, because they do not have this when they are born. They do not know the difference, and that is why they are up at night, and sleeping more during the day. So definitely get a tiny little bedtime routine in order and try to get them to bed at the same time every night. This is going to set you up as they mature and get older for them to know their biological clock is going to tell them their need. Then their melatonin is going to start to kick in right at that time every single night. So pick a time, stick with it, stay consistent. Even again, if you know that they're going to be up for a feed in 3 to 4 hours, put them to bed at that time, wherever they're going to sleep for the night, in their crib, in a bassinet, wherever they're gonna be, put them to bed and do a tiny little routine, a bath, a book, a little song, put them to sleep for the night, lay them down drowsy. This is gonna help you so much. Thank you guys for tuning in. I hope these tips help. Obviously, check out all of the resources that I'm listing below and check out our website for more resources. If you need help getting a routine in place, I have a free routine builder on my website that you can download so you can get your unique, routine into your family and get it going. If you need more support, you can schedule your free call right in the link below. Thank you so much.